Good evening, everybody. This is Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. And I'm CmdrAleon, your host. Welcome to a Saturday. This is a Thursday night. Man, I think the weekend's almost here. Hey, CmdrAleon, Kelly, Michelle. And we have actually spent a few hours. We finally completed the art meditation room. So I'm going to show you tonight the intergalactic room here. You're going to see I'm going to go off the green screen in a few minutes when more people are here. Yeah, we're going away tomorrow, leaving tomorrow at 12 noon. So we're going to be leaving tomorrow for upstate, and then coming back Saturday afternoon. Yeah, so we're on here tonight. We're leaving tomorrow. So I got the energy levels up here, and you're going to see the galactic room. It's all set up, and I have to thank my daughter for putting all the crystals and everything in different places. She is very much an indigo child, and also definitely from off planet. She doesn't talk about it, but she's definitely from off planet. Good evening, Elvira. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Sending my love out to the whole world. Bonnie Ellis, good to see you. As you know, the commander only operates in the frequency of love. Rudy, gosh almighty. Hey, Rudy, how you doing? Gigi Daniels, good evening. Everybody coming in here. I hope you had a good day out there today and having a good evening here. And the room is really amped up here now. My daughter and I worked on the energy levels here, and I let her do all the crystal stuff, and she did a great job on it. All right, good to see you, Ra. Papa Joe, welcome. Light T. I'm looking forward to seeing my cousins who are very hip, very cool, and tuned in, and to the same things I am, and seeing ancient aliens and getting up and waving my hand and getting their attention during the event that they're doing in upstate in Ulster County. So I'm going to talk to my cousin and see if they'll, I'm not sure if we're going to go live or not. We might try to go live incognito when I wave my hand. And if I do go live, it's only going to be for maybe minutes, if anything. I have no idea. But I will definitely be doing this thing with the waving my hand deal. And then when they get my attention, I'm going to say, I just want to say I love Ancient Aliens. And I just wanted to tell you, my name is Alion. I'm with the show Encounters on TikTok. And did you know are you aware that we're going to have contact in 2026? And I want to see then I say, thank you for taking the time to answer my question. I'm going to sit down. That's it. I think that's pretty good. I think I've got it all figured out. Hey, Stephen, good to see you. Eddie, Kimberly, good to see you. All the good people out there. XOXO, welcome. And we're going to wait till we get a couple hundred folks in here. And then when we get everybody in here, we'll show you the room a little bit later. Yeah, I hope it goes good, JoJo. I'm really feeling great. I'm excited. I wish it wasn't raining out. I think it's going to rain Saturday. Friday, I hope it's mostly going to upstate New York. I hope the weather's not too bad, I'm going to try to do something. I might try to record it. Maybe that might be something I can do. I'll see if either me or one of my cousins can record me doing this. Good evening, dude. Welcome to the show. Hey, Kenneth. Welcome, everybody. Getting there. It's early yet. It's only 10:59. We're at 75 people. We want to get up to 100,000 tonight and 100,000 likes. I'd like to have 100,000 people in here, but that's not happening. Although, never know. Whirlwind, good to see you. Carol, welcome to the show, Carol. All the good people here. And I can't read that person's name. It's in a different language. The noise is the wind chimes. We have wind chimes on the porch. That's what you're hearing, the wind chimes, Whirlwind. We got beautiful wind chimes blowing. And we have a little bit of wind up here in New England. Stella, welcome. Coach Carlos, welcome. Thank you there, Jordan. Thank you for the gift, for the heart me. I appreciate it. Hey, Lexi. Hey, Jane. I'm down to my I'm down to my last glass of apple cider. You wouldn't believe, well, maybe you wouldn't believe how many crystals we have. My daughter went through a whole another area of crystals that we had hidden, and she did all the crystal setting. We have so many crystals, all these high frequency crystals. It's going to blow your mind when I show it to you a little bit. And you're watching Encounters, the late night UFO talk show. I'm your host, Spiritual Talk Show. I'm CmdrAleon, your host. And hey, Eduardo, good to see you. James Owens, welcome. Everybody coming in here. Hey, Kat, good to see you, Kat. Looking at people coming in here. Hava Muro, Ellie, hey, El. Alan, welcome, Alan. Jojo, thank you for the gifts. Lawrence, good to see you, brother. Alios, welcome. Maureen Walsh, welcome. Leo, welcome. And it's just good to have everybody here. Elite Shines. And I should be inviting some folks here myself. So we're going to do that right now. You know, got to do that kind of thing. We're almost at 100 folks here. It's good evening. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Avila Papis, I think you're in Greece. Oh, you're in Greece. I knew the name. I think it's Avopaplia from Greece. Good evening. Good evening over there in Greece. A lot of good people out there. Joanne, welcome. Dee, hey Dee. Andromeda, very good. Andromeda is a beautiful place. We've had people here that are connected with the Andromeda star system, so very, very cool. And Bonnie Ellis, welcome. Scott Hammonds, User Ambro, welcome, User Ambro. Lisa Huff, hey Lisa. Hey Timmy, good to see you, Timmy. Always, we're here. No worries, Timmy, we're here. Sweet, welcome. Laura, welcome. Mara O'Mara, I like that name. Ant Unicorn, welcome. Mr. Positive. Emba Midge, I think I had encountered age 9. I'm 71. Candy Bandy, I'm gonna have to bring you on here and talk about that. Hey, Liana. Hey, Pittsburgh, greetings. I'm gonna bring our first guest on tonight. Thank you for the roses. You have to be over 18. No kids on the show. No smoking on the show. No drunks on the show. What else do I say? No cursing. No foul language. Let's see. No politics. No religion. And what's the other thing? No politics. No religion. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, Candy Bandle. If you can come into the guest option, and no driving too. Thank you, Lisa. And no paranormal discussion. That's the thing I forgot. Yeah, thank you. No paranormal discussion, Leanne. I'm so relaxed right now. I completely forgot about that. But Westerly 99, welcome. But the person, hey, Queen MT. Oh yeah, Candle. All you have to do is go into the guest option or switch your private to public on your setting on your TikTok, and then I can bring you up. But if you go into the guest option, I'll bring you up on the show. I want to hear about your encounter. Or you can do is if you go out of the live and just switch your setting to public, then I can bring you up and bring you right up. Just Kim. Hey, Just Kim in New Jersey. Good to see you. Maxwell, welcome. And let's see here. Pixelation, Romeo, welcome. Hey, Maxwell, welcome to the show. Hey, Londo, Saturn, welcome, Saturn. And we're going there, and all the people coming in here. Hey, Baths, good to see you. Hey, Pixelization, hello. Maxwell in Brazil. Hey, Maxwell in Brazil. I bet you have some stories to tell down in Brazil with the spaceships and the extraterrestrial activity that's going on for years in Brazil. That's a very active. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you for the cap, Mary. I appreciate it. Mary, thank you again for the cap. So Favo Portuguese. Okay. You know what? I'm going to show it here to you. I thought this was a really cool image, and I didn't realize that when I sit here, the light just goes all over the place. The image of the light, that's pretty cool. I had no idea that was going to happen until I sat down and did the live here tonight. When are we going? We're going to set a date. When I get back from upstate New York, I'm going to set a date for the latter part of April, and we'll do an off-planet thing again where we're going to go to the Golden Ship of Light. I know a lot of people enjoyed it, and we're going to do it again this month. Hey, Bonnie Ellis, good to see you. Woohoo. Salty Dog, welcome, Salty Dog. Cold Sting something, welcome. Ashley, welcome, Ashley. Looking at all the names here. G.R.I. Lewis Rivera, welcome, Lewis. Let's see, Angie D. Hey, Plating Rainbow, good to see you. Ashley, Spain, hour 111, welcome. Let's see, D. Nice. Daisy Dog, welcome to the show. Dr. Pickles. Excuse me. Lisa Huff, Deb, Donna Armstrong. Let's see, Ruby. Hey, Ruby. Hey there, Jersey for Life. All the people coming in here. Lynn, 948. Thank you for the roses. And good evening, all the people out there. Jenny, baby, welcome. Gregorio, hey, good to see you, brother. Cleo, Sonia, Naked Hanger something. Meowser, welcome, Meowser. Can you tell us about Betty and Barney Hill UFO encounter? Well, I can tell you when they were taken in New Jersey when I met her up at the UFO conference, they were taken on the ship based on what they talked about. They were shown by these space beings a star chart where they came from. And these beings, showed them a lot about where they were from, why they were here. So they were somewhat interactive with them. It wasn't like just, oh, we're going to take you and this is that. They definitely had an interaction with these beings at the time. Oh, tapping's not working right. It could be a TicTok thing, going on there. Hey, Grateful Love, good to see you. Hey, Leslie, good to see you. Ka53. Let's see, Sandra Ray, welcome. Nice to see all the good people around here. Excuse me. Hey, Ro, good to see you. Hey, Julie. Julie Harrington, good evening. Dee, welcome. I have my last glass of apple cider before I leave. Hey, Jen. So when I run out of the apple cider, I'm going to have an ice cold glass of water. I do drink water too, which is good. Man in Black. Oh, that's a good name, Man in Black. Good to have you with us. Let's see, Angela, Sandra. Let's see, all the people coming here. Lisa, Joe. Good to have everybody here. And it's early yet, folks. It's only 10 minutes after. I drink both. I love drinking water wherever I go. I always want to have a good ice cold glass of water, but I like to drink my cider too. I do both. Sean, good to have you with us, Sean. Beatrice, welcome, Beatrice. Let's see. Sabrina, welcome, Sabrina. Seek Y Bird, that's the user 430. Mystic Maven, thank you for the team cheers. I appreciate that. Trialkaline water mixed with apple cider. Interesting, Grateful Love. That might be something I might want to try. Could be very interesting. Thank you for the gifts there, Ashley. We appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. Not today, Rogue. We're going to be traveling tomorrow, actually. We're going to be leaving around 12 noon, heading to upstate New York in Ulster County, where my cousin lives, and they're artists. They have a barn and everything. Very cool people. They're into all the stuff. Hey, Kit Kat, they're into the space stuff and everything. So we're all going to be getting together to go to this theater where Ancient Aliens is going to be happening. So, and maybe we'll get into the downtown area of Woodstock. Woodstock, New York is a very cool place, and there's some really cool places to go there. So I'm hoping we get into the little community of Woodstock. Hey, Wisconsin, good to see you. You know, I haven't been to Woodstock in a couple of years, so I'd like to get up there every once in a while. I don't think they have TikTok, but you know what? When I'm there, I might get them to download TikTok. I think they have Facebook. I got to coax them into getting TikTok so they can actually watch me from where they live. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. If the weather if the weather was going to be sunny all weekend, I would love it. But you got to deal with what Mother Nature gives you, and Mother Nature's given us rain. I think Saturday. I don't think it's going to rain a lot, hard rain on Friday, but there'll probably be some rain Saturday in upstate New York. Oh yeah, they know what we do. I send her links to the show. So yeah, we're all excited. Let's see here. Salty Dog. Hey, Salty Dog. And we're just really feeling very mellow. I took today off and Friday. I have a 4-day weekend, so I'm really kind of just like chilling out. I can tell you it was a great day to be off the whole thing with the social media. I got into my microfarming light garden today. My microfarming, I'm growing strawberries, watermelons, grapes, and blueberries this year. And it felt good to get out to the soil. And I got a lot of stuff done today. Spent a couple hours out microfarming the land and getting it ready. And, I'm just really, hey, you want to thank you for the gift. I don't know if any of you light workers or folks out there have your own gardens or plant your own seeds or grow any vegetables, but it's really a beautiful thing when you get in touch the earth and you start working with the whole thing of growing things, and we love doing it. Thank you, Ashley. Oh, you will, Jen. Okay, yeah, I know probably some of you will be growing stuff. I'm just getting right now early on everything prepared up here where I am in New England, so I can actually. I have a greenhouse I'll be putting together over the weekend, and I have two mini hydroponic greenhouses, and I'll be sowing seeds. And then when the plants get a little bit bigger, I'll be transferring them outdoors in pots. Then I'll be bringing them out to microfarm in the bigger area and infuse them with light energy so that they can produce some really good watermelons this year. So the commander's into, definitely getting my hands into the earth. I've always done that for the last several years, actually, or more. And to me, that's part of my mission work or light work is to grow things organically. And it's just a beautiful thing to get touch the earth and do that kind of stuff. Because if you're on the social media a lot, you get so much into the technical thing, you forget sometimes about getting outside of off the TikTok or off the Facebook and just getting down into the earth and doing your thing. Hey, Timmy, good to see you. They do pottery, they do paintings, all kinds of stuff. They're really cool. Very cool people. I'm going to show you let's see, I think there's enough here. I'm going to show you I'm going off of the green screen for a minute. And I want to show you what the room looks like here. We did a lot of work. I have to thank my daughter for doing the light work she does. So you can see a little bit behind me here. You're not seeing a whole lot yet, but let me show you something here. And then we're going to go back on here. Oh, Lynn, you grow herbs, green peppers. Oh, very cool. So we're going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to get up for a minute. So we'll have more lighting. This is some of the lighting. Let me show you here. You can see the commander, Elda, my daughter, did all the work here. And it's just about finished, so I can show you. This is a Palladian ship. Artist who was a contactee did a drawing of a Palladian ship here. And this is the Amethyst Cathedral here at the Broadcast Center of Encounters. And there's other things here that will be lit up. You can see other crystals here. And again, I thank my daughter for the work she does. And then here is another ship. Let me go on the other side here. And here's some more stuff here. This is another painting that a person did a number of years ago. Yeah, she did an amazing job. And here's the selenite cathedral. And more crystals here. You can see them. She laid everything out according to the energy. You can see that right there. And this is the new rug that we got for the meditation room. So this is the rug here. A gangster of the light. So much has happened since the last time we spoke. I'd like to hear what happened too. And again, you can see all the different crystals here. We have 2 pyramids. And then we have other stuff here. You can see at the bottom. You can see all the energy coming through. Everything is synchronized here. You can see this here. This over here. This here. And this here. You know? So I figured I'd give you the tour of the new broadcast studio. And I call this Studio A. This is the Ashtar Command Studio. I figured you'd like to see it. And there's a lot of amped up energy here. So we're going to go back. We're going to go back to where we were here. Let's see here if I can hook this up here so we don't lose our power. I didn't realize we were down. We're down some power here. Let's go back. All right. All right. And like I said, we probably need a little bit more lighting in here. in the broadcast studios of Studio A, Ashtar Command Studios. And I was happy to show to everyone, hey, hello, the lady, Lyric. Hey, King Kong, good evening, everybody coming in here. Welcome. Stacy Sue 5, welcome. And if you have a story to tell, the way it works here on Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show, is you get to share your stories about encounters. If you've had encounters with space people, if you're a starseed, thank you, Jersey for Life. Yeah, she's beautiful. You know, she spent the whole evening, and then after she was done, she wanted to make sure that I liked it. And I told her she did a great job, you know. She's definitely a starseed. She's actually more than a starseed. She's amazing. Gail Huff, welcome to the show. Hey, TicTok Parista, good to see you. Ah, my pleasure, you know. Ah, Marcus, you're not late, brother. Yeah, she really got into it. I just left it alone. I was sitting down in the other room, and when she was done, I came in, and she wanted to make sure I approved what she did, and I told her, man, I said, you just are amazing. You know, she's an artist, too, so she does paintings, and she did the room, so yeah. Very good, very good. And I'm glad you made it too, brother. And Marcus was on last night showing us some stuff. I'm going to show people, I mean, tonight I've got now some people are saying it's a balloon. I don't think this video recording is a balloon. It was recorded on a plane in mid-April. Well, it had to be sometime between the last 24 and 48 hours. Daytime sighting. And I don't think it was a balloon. The people that were commenting on it, some said it was a balloon, some said it wasn't. So you tell me. I'm going to show you a video that's going to kind of blow your mind a little bit. And I've looked at hundreds of videos over many years. So I'm going to show you this video of what I think is not a balloon. I think it's an object that is moving very slowly, and it's above the clouds. The plane is moving, and the object seems to be hovering. It might be moving, but tell me what you think. Okay, we're going to go to this video right now. And this is Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. What happened here? That's not what I wanted to do. That wasn't my intention. Let me see here. That's crazy. Let's see. Let me get out of that. What's going on here? I pressed the wrong thing. Oh, man. Hold on a minute. It's not supposed to be like this. Oh, thank God. Man, that was kind of, that kind of was not expected. Let me tell you something. Oh, man. That was kind of crazy. Oh, she did. Wow. That's amazing. Gangster says, my girlfriend went crazy after you connected me with my lineage. Oh, wow. It looks good. All right, let me try to show you what's going on here, and we'll get into it. All right. We're going to switch the screen. Where is it here? Oh, yeah. I'm going to show it to you now. Wait a minute. Here we go. We're going to start it right now. Here's it. There you go. How come I can't get sound here? Wait a minute. Okie dokie. Here we go. This is somewhere. I don't know where it is. Check this out. This is UFO video news. This was just recorded in the last 42 hours, 24 to 48 hours. Daytime sighting on a plane. My observation is that it's not a balloon. There's something on the other side of it. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Hey, Flossie Jane. No, that's not a balloon. Pretty cool. We're going to show it a little bit more so everyone gets to see it. This is the latest, one of the better recordings that have come out in the last 24 to 48 hours. I think they're seeing this over the U.S. somewhere. I'm not sure where though. Daytime sighting. Hey Flossie, Finding the Truth, welcome. Rachel, definitely not a balloon, Jersey for life. Leslie, Key West. Awesome, Monica Dawsett. Yeah, Bonnie, I think it's an extraterrestrial object. Yeah, if this was a balloon, it would have deflated. I know people are just getting in here. It's 11:27. You're watching Encounters. And we do this kind of thing on Encounters. We show you the footage. And believe me, I look at a lot of footage. There's still a lot of footage that I haven't even gone up here to show you. Oh, it was in the Florida Keys, Leslie. Thank you for the area. Florida Keys. That's also, the Keys are where the Bermuda Triangle is, in the Keys and to the Atlantic Ocean side. I'll be posting this on my Astro Command Spaceship News. Yeah, too high to be a balloon. A few people videotaped it, Leslie said, from the Keys. Paris says 2 weather balloons are released every day in the Florida Keys. So, I mean, you know, we'll leave it up to people. To me, it doesn't look like a weather balloon, but I can't zoom in on this thing, I don't think. I guess I can. Or can I? No, I can't. I don't think it's a weather balloon. Yeah, I don't think it is. Yeah, I wish I can zoom in on this thing too. Now, when I look at it, it just looks pretty weird. It looks like, no, it doesn't look like a weather balloon. Yeah, it definitely has a shape. Okay, TikTok people out there in TikTok who are into UFOs and ETs and all that stuff, where are you? Where are all these people out there, the millions of you that are into the subject, where are you? You're watching Encounters. We're on here right now, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. Good idea, Kit Kat. Google weather balloon pictures, you'll see it's a balloon. I'll have to do that after I get off. Thank you, Paris. What was the consensus of the people videotaping this? There were several, Leslie, you said there were several other people in the Keys seeing this. Do they think it was a weather balloon or do they think it was something else? Oh, you're in Indiana, okay. Molly says, Skywatchers call these jellyfish UAPs. They can jam up helicopter controls. Let's see. Jordan says there have been many UFOs in Moscow, too. Oh, they thought it was a UFO, Leslie? Interesting. Something tells me this is not a balloon. Hey, Kevin C. So right now we're getting everyone's opinion, which is great. All kinds of opinions on this sighting, daytime sighting out of the Key West area. And this person was on a plane. Orlando, no, the Earth is not flat. Hey, good evening, Pastor. Welcome back. User Butch Green, welcome. Breaking UFO news. Dennis, welcome. Sassy says it looks just like a metallic orb at the airport on the ground level. That's what I'm saying. I believe it's not a balloon. I think it's a metallic object. All right. I'm getting hypnotized by this thing. Hold on a minute. I'm going to see if there's any other... Let me see if there's any other spaceship videos here. And there's all kinds of stuff happening. All right. So that was interesting. So evidently, Leslie, there were more people on the ground level that saw the thing, this object too. And this is the kind of thing, these UAPs, these round metallic objects, I think that it would be considered small, considering, hey, Shimama, thank you for the hat. It would be considered small, but yet it is, I think these things are sent to be in our atmosphere to monitor us. They're everywhere. 007 says they're everywhere. I believe that. I believe these metallic objects or these smaller objects are being sent from larger objects to observe the various parts of our planet. I really, truly do believe that to be happening. 11:33. We're only at 178. God, I remember the days when we had on the show 400 people watching it. It reminds me of the night that TicTok was going off the air and or going down, and then we had a couple hundred people, and then we went down to like 2. Gangster of the Life. Replay it one more time, and I'll show you. And Yvette says, a lot going on where she is. We'll be playing it again in a little bit. Yeah, it's actually Stop and Shop. Stop and Shop in New England. They have apple cider throughout the year. So we get that. And it's off apple cider season, but they still have apple cider. JP, welcome to the show. Everybody, come on in. Lucky. Steel City. Miss Ruth. Big Boy 103. Coach Carlos, welcome, JP. We're doing good. Hope you are too, brother. And nice to see everybody here. Star Sister, I like that name. Star Sister. Welcome, Star Sister. Trickle down something. C. Ann Jones. Hey, C. Ann Jones. JP, no, tell us a little about yourself. I haven't heard much about you. We're always interested in our audience and finding out what their experiences are with ETs, contact, all that stuff. You have to jet Commander family night. Ah, interesting. Marcus was on our show the other night. 9 o'clock, I have night. I always keep it. And Marcus is a great guest. He was on with us last night. Hey, good evening, brother.
Hey, how's it going, man?
We're doing good. We showed everybody our broadcast studio here, which is now almost completely done for the most part. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. The energies have been amped up for my space family, and my daughter did all the work with the crystals.
That's right.
And now they have room when they want to come through the wall. They can come right into the room here and hang out with the commander.
I love the thought of that, brother.
Yeah, that's the way I look at
This,
it. You know.
this has been a wonderful journey, man. Ever since about 2 months ago. Actually, take that back. It was 7 months ago, first time we communicated, and
Yeah.
then it has progressed ever since. That time. How come my camera's not showing?
Oh, your camera's not showing. Let's see here. I'm gonna press it on my end.
Okay, thank you, brother.
Yeah, I didn't know I had a camera that I controlled the camera for a long time. And all the years I've been on here, I'm like, oh, that's my camera to turn people on the camera. There you go.
Yeah,
Now
let me switch
you
this
just
out.
turned yourself off the camera,
Oh, I know. I
but
just gotta switch this out because the
oh,
front
there you
camera.
go. There you
Yeah,
go.
but
So
yeah,
what's the
man.
latest? What's happening now?
Honestly, Commander, some things also they came by and they were in the area last night right after actually we talked after I told you
We did the
that. Oh,
broadcast
yes.
and the video footage of the spaceships of the craft.
The the space the space individuals they're visible to the footage I have from last night right after I was on live
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, I have footage just shortly after that.
Oh, we want to see that. I bet they were listening to the show.
And then I have the this was all after our show. This was
Yeah, I
after.
know.
But yeah, so I also have that. I also have the ferries, the footages of these ferries. Quite a few
You
things.
know,
But
well, the ferries are interesting. Remember, we were taught everyone was looking, and you were facing away from the camera. You had yourself turned the other way. And you slowed it down. As
mhm.
soon as you did that, we all had consensus that this beautiful ferry was going right by you, really quick, behind you. Do you
I'm
remember that part?
yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and confirm that it is a ferry because
Oh yeah.
I went back over these videos from months and months ago. I got footages of legit. There's no doubt about it. They're ferries.
Yeah, yeah, you have ferries. Yep. And I know April would be really excited to hear about the ferry thing. I knew it right away after looking at it because it was definitely a ferry going really quick. Like it was like ferries are very quick. I didn't realize how quick they are, but she went right by you like she's hanging around you. You're protected by the ferries. I
Yeah,
really believe that.
I'm gonna just throw this out there real quick too. I believe that I have more than just relationships with fairies and our space people.
Yeah.
I got images of a lot of godly things and caught image of our creator as well. And
Hmm.
I've got a lot of things, man, a lot of things. I just never put it out because it to me it just didn't feel like the proper time to do that.
Right. You have to know when it is. You know, it's just like when I came on here 3 years ago, I didn't know much about TikTok at all, except people on Facebook said, and friends told me, my daughter told me about TikTok. I said, well, it's a bunch of kids up there. That's the common thought most people think of it as teenagers. But then when I got up here, there were all kinds of people up here, and I said, let me try to figure out where I'm going. And we would never met if I had gone on TikTok. Well, maybe we would have, but TikTok was where I started the show 3 years ago, and it's the best thing I ever did. So people like yourself, Marcus, and others that have key information and then have documentation, you knew it was time to come forward. For me, it was the right time to be here for people, and it's been that way ever since.
I don't know why, Commander, but I feel like that there was something that was telling me that there's somebody that I need to be involved with when I actually reveal these things. Um, and like I said, Commander, you're the only person that I will come forward to share these things.
Thank you.
There's no other live feed. There's nobody else. You kept it real. You kept it solid. So therefore, you know,
Yeah,
you'll have
yeah.
first access to everything, brother.
Thank you. I mean, and I take what I do very seriously. I mean, I can kid around. I have a sense of humor, as people well know,
Yes, you
but
do.
I am very serious about my mission work and my media abilities in radio and TV. That's my background, and so for me, I come into this thing seriously. And when I do the show, I know people need a little bit of levity, and I can be very comical. I can be very serious. But when I'm serious, it's really about busting the matrix and busting what's been happening to our planet. And for too long, we've been hoodwinked by the mass media with game shows and all this other stuff that's meaningless. And go on The Price is Right, or go on whatever that show is, Jeopardy, or the other one, where
Yeah.
it's where they spin the thing, get the words right, and they can win some money. So that's the culture we live in, right?
Yes, sir.
But for me, even though we live in that culture, I'm here to bust that culture open and say, let's look at something deeper, our connections to the stars, our connections to space people that we have connections to, our connections to each other. You know, I think we've gone too far away from connecting with each other. My goal is with this is not to be a typical UFO show. My goal is always to bring people together. You know,
Amen. And brother, that's the one thing that stands out about you, brother. That's why I have so much respect for you. That's why I will come forward and I have the relationship that I have with you, because I feel your wisdom. I feel your courage. You have nothing but good intentions, and I seen your good intentions. You helped a lot of people, and
yeah.
you're a good man. And
Well, thank
you
you.
know, I will always, be the first person that reaches out anytime I got something.
Yeah, and you're a good person too. So, I have to give the love back to you, because what we give to one another, we have to give to each other, because that's the whole purpose of disclosure, about contact, about waking up humanity. That when we have these relationships, no matter how far away we are, we're all collectively doing something important. Now, whether you're, being interviewed or doing your documentation to me is important for the rest of the people that don't see this. And when you show it here, hundreds of people can see the documented stuff, like the fairy the other night, which is still in my head. She was like white colored in the camera, and she was beautiful, and she was going right behind you. I mean, you can't, the media would never show something like that.
Exactly.
But I'll show it, because I believe people need to know that these fairies do exist.
Amen. And brother, that's the one thing. They want us to believe lies. They want us to believe what they what they feel that should be the reality, the truth. But honestly, that's what divides us differently from the rest.
Yeah,
Because you got, you know how it is. It's just a
yeah,
lot of myths, people that want to put negativity and stuff. But honestly, in the end, reality comes truth, and comes truth. You know,
and
you're
even on this show, the 3 years I've been on here, I know all the TikTokers get they call trolls, people that want to cause problems. The one foundation of the Encounter show is that if anybody starts causing trouble here, this is not the place to have personal attacks on any individual person, because I just won't stand for that. I have a very I have principles about what I do in broadcasting, and when you're doing a show, it's not a place to attack a person on TikTok or whatever. I will not allow that, and nor will my moderators.
And before I get started, I also want to state the fact that what I said last night is true. And that's how I felt. You should be respected. Anybody that's going to be on your live feed needs to respect you. You're taking your time to put your knowledge and everything, and into the world. And if people
Right,
don't believe it, then
right. And if people have personal problems, as in the 3 years I've been here, I've seen it. They need to, deal with that and go and meditate for a while and chill out and just try to figure out what it is internally that they're really upset about.
But yeah, Commander. So you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Marcus has some stuff to show us, so let's get right down to it. Breaking news, cosmically speaking.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and start right.
If you're not in this TikTok watching this show, I don't know where you are, folks. Come on down. We have a big studio here. You're going to see some stuff right now. Come on in. Don't
This
be
was
shy.
last night. Let me get this thing to focus a little bit. Okay, let me go right here. This was last night.
Yeah.
Last night, right after we talked, I started noticing a little bit of things here. And we're going to go right here. So right over the fence, you're gonna
He's
see
in California, Leslie. He's on the West Coast.
Exeter, California, King Central Valley.
Some people
So
saying it's blurry, kind of blurry.
yeah, it's having a little hard time focusing, but you see this right here?
Yeah, what's that? It looks like the
So
head of a like a being.
exactly, it is that it
It
is,
looks
brother.
like a being either wearing a space helmet or uh, and then you can see the body with the arms and everything. Even though it's blurry, it has a
Mm,
complete form.
there we go.
I know it's all blurry. Yeah, it's a camera.
Sorry, guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and move forward after this. So you got one right there, and you got another one right here, too.
There's one on the right and one on the left, and they both. You can see two heads, one on the right side, one on the left side. If you really look, I know, lady, it's kind of hard to make it out. It is blurry, but I do see
Let me see if I
what he's
can dim
trying to
it just
show
a
us.
little bit. Let me see if I can dim this a little bit.
Yeah, if we can be a little bit clearer.
Okay, let's go ahead and go right here, brightness. Go ahead and turn this down a little bit. Is that a little bit better?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah, there's one like
Okay.
standing straight up above,
Still blurry a little bit.
a little bit blurry, but I see. Oh no, I can see it. I'll stop there. There's a whole body. It looks like they're wearing a spacesuit.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a spacesuit and a human being wearing a helmet or something.
Yes, sir.
Way better. Let's go back. Just keep it right there, man. This is crazy. On this photo, this happened last night.
Yes, sir.
This is the space being floating above the tree.
Um, it's actually right up on the fence.
There's a
Right on
fence.
top of the fence. Yeah, that's a fence right there.
So is it? So do you think it was levitating above the fence?
It looks to me that they were sitting on the fence.
It was sitting on the fence.
Let me go ahead and go right here real quick and brighten this up a little bit. There we go. My actual screen was a little dim. All right, now let me go right here. Looks to me that you got three because it looks like you got another one right here.
Yeah, it's that one's blurry, but the one on the top is really clear. That space being, I've never seen anything like that in my life on here. I mean, that's
Yeah,
as clear as it gets.
yeah, it's just a little, it's different, definitely, but very positive energies, most
Oh yeah,
definitely.
very positive. I can feel they're very highly advanced. What I'm getting from that picture,
Hmm.
I think I'm going to ask you this question. Do you think they're getting ready to have contact with you on a physical level?
I think so, because slowly but surely they have slowly put in more and more. How do you say? We've we first it all started with them kind of moving the bushes and stuff like that. Started seeing them more. Sometimes I'll actually see them waving at me.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's cool, and a couple of times I believe that there was the children, because the bushes are going back and forth, like if they're playing on
yeah,
both sides.
the
So yeah,
bushes, yeah. So this picture here that we're looking at, our audience is watching, is that you can see there's the space person, right? Everybody look at the right side of the thing. He's definitely got a spacesuit on, and it's a human being wearing something around his head, and it's definitely human like we are. It looks human like we are. And how tall would you say that space being is?
kind of hard to say because he's definitely sitting on the fence.
Yeah.
I would probably have to say 5 feet, 5 foot.
Oh wow. And that there could be other people in his race of
But then
beings
again,
that
I'm
are
not really
taller.
sure how tall these individuals get. I see a few different ones time to time. I'll see the short ones, very short. Um,
Yeah.
then I'll see the tall ones, like some that look like this, and the one that we seen when that aircraft went flying through.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I love it. That's a really good photo. And it also looks right there. Now, again, everything is perception of reality. So there's the space being that was in the thing on the side there. And it looks like there's another being on the other side.
Yes, sir.
Like it looks like it's pointing its arm out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
I've noticed it.
I see the space
I
being
started
with
I,
the. Go ahead.
I started noticing more and more as I watched this. There's quite a few more out there than what I first seen. You know, after you
Yeah.
first see it, you see the most common one, which is this one right here.
Yeah.
Then when you start looking, you know, and then you look right here,
Yeah.
and this is supposed to be that orange tree right here. This thing right here,
Oh
this area
yeah.
right here.
Yep. That's kind of weird. It looks like there's a face in the picture.
Is it possible that they can form through trees, fences, stuff like that, where
Oh,
they
they can do anything they want. If they're of a very high frequency, they can manipulate energy.
okay? And one thing I wanted to ask you, Commander, since you know you're very well educated with these space people, is there ones that which ones are good, which ones are bad? You know, I'm a little
Oh yeah.
confused.
Give me a second, and you continue to show this thing. I'm gonna get some water. I ran out of apple cider, and I think I'm gonna freak out. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Hey, Commander.
Oh, this is CmdrAleon number 2. Just kidding.
Brother. Hey, so one thing I just noticed too, right
Yeah.
here between that tree, you're gonna look right here. Um, there looks like there's two communicating with each other right here
You
on
know
this.
what? Look at this. That's the video, right? It looks like they're talking to each other.
Exactly.
Okay, let's keep on that, folks. Look at this. This is no one on TikTok has this stuff here, folks. If you're not watching this right now on TikTok, you're missing out on disclosure. This is disclosure is. It's not going to come from the Pentagon. It's coming from my friends like Marcus. Look at the two of them. It looks like they're having a deep conversation, and they both look human, like human space people. They're talking to each other. You can see their hands that are like almost touching each other. Yeah, it looks like they're dancing. Lucas, we're watching two space people communicating with each other that Marcus has recorded out in Exeter, California.
In the
This and when
backyard.
did this in the backyard? In his backyard, the space people appeared in his backyard. That is amazing documentation. Look at it. I mean, how you can if people are watching this right now on encounters, you are missing the boat. These are two space people, and you can see them moving their faces, their heads, and they're talking to each other. It sure does look like they are talking and communicating. Amazing. Definitely FYP this, folks. And this is my show's is alive, but it's being recorded and it'll be on my YouTube channel, so you'll be able to watch it later. And this is some of the best documented contact communications between two space beings, and Marcus being able to get it documented on video. It's pretty darn amazing. And there's you right there.
This,
And you have a lot of fairies in your backyard.
Oh yeah, the videos that I have too that I'm about to present to everybody. This is going to probably be like one of the best fairy videos that I could possibly, find that I had.
Oh, good.
Um, I don't remember what was in this picture. Okay, this picture, there's something in here. I don't remember what it was. This is me walking, if I remember correctly. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Revert to original. Okay, there we go.
Hey, Mindy.
So I'm walking right there.
Yeah,
And then there's something over here, if I remember
yeah.
correctly. Trying to remember. It was right there. Anyways, I might have to edit this one out, but I'm gonna go ahead and move
Okay.
forward. Right here. Okay, so this video right here, this is gonna be the front camera.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and zoom in.
Hmm.
Right there. Got one right here.
Oh, yeah. You kind of see it.
There's actually a couple of them.
Yeah. You can see them, and some of them are taller than other ones. They look human though. You can see the figure of the body and everything. Like a couple of them are standing there.
And then right over here, I'm gonna move this over real quick. Got some right here too.
Wow.
Right there. Let's go ahead. There's one right there. So yeah, they definitely like to chill out. That's for sure.
Yeah,
And
they
like I
seem to be
said, as
pretty.
long as as long as they're good and stuff, I always tell them, hey, before I go to bed, I'd always say, hey, as long as you're good, chill out, make yourself
Yeah,
here.
chill out. Well, they obviously are getting ready to eventually contact you, so that's something that I absolutely can feel.
There's quite a few of them right here. It's a little blurry, but yeah, you can see their shadows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and move forward real quick after this. You got right there.
Oh wow, look at that. And it looks like one of them's like right near the tree or whatever, like facing out with one leg out. Unless I'm wrong about that. Let me see. It could be just the imaging. Hmm. Interesting.
Okay, let's go ahead and move forward right here. Okay, so right here, this was 7 months ago. This was taken outside in Visalia. This is going to be the home, and right here,
Yeah.
I didn't really know what this was because I was barely new to all this stuff. But then I finally was able to kind of put it together.
Oh wow.
Did you see this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the first time I've actually ever got to fully see an aircraft. I haven't really been
And
able to edit the video out. Like I said, I just got these
yeah.
photos. So yeah, I've had these put up for quite some time. Like I said, I think there's one right there, if I can see it correctly. Right there.
Oh wow, look at that.
You can confirm that, correct?
Yeah, I saw that video. I saw something on another thing with those
This is
lights.
this is a picture though. This is over on Moreau and Visalia, Moreau Street.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw a video with
You
that
got
kind of same lighting in the sky.
yeah,
Yes, I can probably find it.
yeah. Definitely. Try to see. You can try to compare them. As you can see,
Yeah.
right here.
Oh wow.
And of course, right here. This was from last night.
Last night. Okay.
This was a little bit after I started, noticing that they were out there chilling, and then all of a sudden, you can see this object.
Start appearing in front of your eyes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna go ahead and. So right here, I had this video posted up on my account. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this real quick, um, because you're gonna be able to notice this. So as you can tell, this is my back patio right here. This is from the
Right.
inside. But you see that?
Right.
There they are right there. They're talking out in the back patio. And I was like, what the heck?
Yeah. What are you doing that for?
No, at
What's
first
happening there?
I was like, shoot, as long as you guys ain't gonna, do anything to me, shoot. But yeah, I mean, I was a, beginner at all this when all this stuff right here I captured.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I really didn't know how to act um, or respond to it. And then right
Hmm.
here, this is one of the first things that I noticed when all of this started is, oh, hold on, let me get this. The camera's going off too right now. Okay, let's see. So one thing I noticed in the sky too,
Yeah.
let me go ahead and see this, is all the lights in the sky.
More lights than normal.
Yes,
Okay.
way more. I really never seen lights like this before.
Oh
See
wow.
this?
Wow. That's crazy.
Yes, this is back in 2024 July.
Oh wow.
This is where I started noticing things, and I started like, okay, they're obviously here.
There. Yeah. So that, it's funny how we have an epiphany when I was, oh, now I know they're here, and this is what I believe to be true. And there's so much documented evidence from the public side of it that you can't deny it. When you have your neighbor see something or whatever regarding the cosmic, they're going to go right in for it.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and slide over to the next. Okay, so right here.
Oh wow. We're seeing it sideways. What are we looking at there?
All right, let me see. So, see that light right there, that beam in the sky?
Yeah.
There's you started off with those two right there, and then there was more.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and see if it's on this video. I think it's on the next one. Quote me
Hmm.
on it. Okay, hold on. All right, what the heck's going
I'm
on?
going to let Marcus narrate this while you're watching Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. I'm your host, CmdrAleon. Welcome all the new people to the show. Please FYP. Let people know we're here. We'll be right back. Okay, so now we can take a look at this here.
All right, Commander, you're going to be looking at a ferry right here.
I can't wait to see that.
Right here.
Oh, look at that.
There, hold on, it's focusing. There we go, right there.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, you can tell it's a ferry. A ferry is, there are men and women that are fairies. The fairies are real. They have families. They exist everywhere. Not everybody sees them, but they're real. Fairies are beautiful.
Yes, they are. And this was just so happened to be because if you look right here, let's see where it's at. Right here. So at the beginning, fairies right here, right there. And then you look right here, there's this beam right here. It just seems to be that they are, at the same time. I'm trying to remember what I see in this video right here. Here we go. It's a little dark.
Yeah.
Right there. Here we go. Okay, let me rewind real quick.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Gets dark, then it gets. There we go. Right there, you got your beam. It's gonna come. There you go. This is right by the fence.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Right there.
Wow. Yeah, if you look hard enough, you can see what you're talking about for sure.
Good. So we'll go ahead and move forward. This right here is going to be a very interesting video.
And what's on this video?
Okay, so right here, this is kind of mind blowing to me. So right here, this right here is like a portal. It opens up. This is my front yard.
Is that the light part that's a portal, or the light? Is that or just?
I don't know if it's a portal or what it is. Look at this.
Wait a minute. What's that going on there?
I don't know.
You doing that?
No, sir.
Wait a minute.
I don't know
right
what that
there.
is.
It just came out of nowhere. It looks like it's something. It could be an orb. It could be something. Yeah, that's wild.
I have another footage. It actually shows when it actually just becomes huge.
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go a little deeper into the SD card. Right here, I'm almost done with this. So we'll go right here. Okay, let's see right here. There we go. So this one right here, you're going to see more than one. You can see one from right here and the one all the way over there.
Wow. I can see them. They're like there's like the one there, and then there's a couple other ones in the video footage.
Yes, sir. No, all these are. This was either Roku cameras or what is it called? Blink. Just regular standard cameras.
Wow.
But yeah,
well, okay, Marcus. I want to.
That's what I got so far for tonight.
Yeah, I want to thank you for giving us the latest updates. That stuff's cool. And if you missed any of the things he showed, this show will be on my YouTube channel within 24 hours. We'll show people what Marcus is documenting, the ongoing documentation from where he is on the planet. And many of you, please document what's going on. Do what Marcus does. Just document it. Simply get it out there. Let people know what's going on. All right, brother. I want to thank you for coming up here and sharing exclusive detailed video. And also, fairies were beautiful as always. And thank you so much.
Exactly, brother. And I hope this was a lot of help to you.
Yeah. Oh,
All
definitely.
right,
And
brother.
seeing the video from the
I'll
jump,
yeah,
to
I'll
watch it
see
again.
you tomorrow night.
Say again?
You're gonna be on tomorrow night?
No, I'm going to be in upstate New York. I don't know if I'm going live or not. I'm going to be with family, and we're
Oh
going to
yeah,
see Ancient
yeah.
Alien.
Brother.
I'm planning to go off planet tomorrow night. I'm just kidding. If I do go off planet, that'd be kind of funny if the Ash Command came in the theater during Ancient Aliens thing and said, who you guys? You didn't pay for your tickets. We're taking him on a spaceship for a ride. So, okay, I'm going to go.
Yes, sir.
No, but we won't be on tomorrow night. We're going to seriously be leaving about noon to go to Ulster County, New York, upstate New York, and we'll be there for about 2 days.
All right, brother. What day do you think you'll be on live again?
Sunday night for sure.
Okay,
Sunday
cool.
night.
This will give me a few days because
Yeah.
I got over 5,000 pictures and videos of different things.
Oh, wow.
That's not even half of what I got.
I'm not sure it's the tail end of what you have,
Yes, sir.
Definitely. All right, Marcus. Thank you for being on here, man. I appreciate you.
Take
Everybody
care.
mark this down. Everyone seems to like the content, and this is good. And I'm kind of feeling, after working on, let's see who we have here. JP. I'm going to bring JP on. JP is our next guest on Encounters. And you're watching. Hey, JP, welcome to the show.
How you doing? I can't put the camera on. I don't see myself.
Actually, I have the camera here. I have control of the camera. Once I press the what was that? Hold on a second. Righty. I just heard something fall. Did anybody hear that?
I heard that.
Give me 1 second. I need to check something out. It could be, I don't know what just happened, but I heard like something right now, physically something, and I can't make any of this stuff up.
It could be
I
contact.
just heard something. It could be contact. So let me go. If any of our space families here, I will try to bring them on camera. Again, I have no idea what's going on, but I heard that. Let me see what my cat's doing. I think she's sleeping. No, she's sleeping. The cat's sleeping, so it wasn't the cat. Good to see you, brother.
Nice to see you, buddy. How you doing?
We're doing good. We're definitely doing good, and we're just excited to go to see Ancient Aliens in upstate New York with my cousins, and they're into the whole thing. They know what, they're all into the contact thing and stuff. So we're going together to see them.
I actually did an interview with David Wilcock. I don't know if you know who that is. David Wilcock.
Yeah. I've been following him for a lot of years.
I'm actually working right now with Dr. Michael Sala from Exopolitics.
Oh, Sala? I did an interview with him about 15 years ago on WESU.
So if you don't know who I am, Dr. Sala wrote about me, about my experiences.
Wow.
U.S. Army Insider Missions, Book 1, Book 2, Book 3.
Three books.
So I'm a veteran. So disclosure is coming. I've been on different missions, and some things I can't talk about.
I understand.
But in the books, if you check my channel after this, I was in Arizona, in Sedona, I was doing a talk there, and there's beautiful energy there, beautiful people. Now I'm going to be in England, and I'm going to do a talk there in GSIC, and I'm going to go to Japan. And it's unbelievable how disclosure is happening this year, Commander. It is going to be an amazing ride with these new technologies coming out and having contact with these beautiful beings, the inner Earth people, and the Nordics.
And let me ask you a question, because you are amazing. You had 3 books written about what you're doing. Tell our audience now. You might know a little bit about me. I've been in contact since I was a kid. I had one visual contact when I lived in Long Island for a very short time, but I've seen many different types of what I call UFOs, 2 big spaceships in the Connecticut River Valley in the now one of them in the Connecticut River Valley, the other one in Fairfield County on the way home from work on Interstate 84, and I got off to a 7-Eleven looking over the highway and seeing a big golden ship spinning
Oh,
around,
wow.
just hovering to the north of me. So I'm very familiar with a lot of things here. I also am very connected to the Ashtar Command, which is real, and they are. I'm actually very much a part of that. If I get into it a bit, I've been very in the open for over 20 plus years, coming out of the closet about who I am. I am human. I don't, I work. I have a kid. I have a daughter. I have a family. We have a wife, family, whatever. But I also became fully activated into what I call cosmic consciousness,
Oh, wow.
where I am a telepathic human being. I can read energy. I've taken out implants on my show, that are over 100 implants that have been documented on my YouTube channel. So I can feel what you're talking about. We have a kind of a beautiful relationship. I knew it right away. And can you tell us, I have a feeling that you've had physical contact
Yeah.
with some of these star beings. Can you share some of those stories?
Yeah, sure. My first experience was in upstate New York, on a town called Middletown, New York, by Newburgh, Goshen, Port Jervis, Route 17 all the way up. I was small. I was 7 years old, and I went to the woods, and I was following this orb, and it was snowing, and I was in my boxers. I didn't feel the cold, so I followed this orb, and I got videos of TR3Bs. I got videos of Nordic ships and all that. So I'll probably go to talk in Washington. There's a lot of people trying to get a hold of me and all that. But Dr. Sala, I just did an update with Dr. Sala about med beds and what's going to happen with the release of different types of technologies and all that. But I had that experience in upstate New York. I followed an orb to the woods, and everything froze, and then I went back to my house, and it was wet. My whole body was wet, and I don't remember what happened. And that was my first experience. My second experience, I moved to Tampa, Florida, by MacDill Air Force Base, and I married my wife. I am human. I just used the mask to protect my identity because I am a veteran, and I was a first bringing information about my experience while I was in service.
Right.
And all that. So I have been off world and all that. That's all documented. Right now, I guess.
I want to slow you down. You have so many things. I have so many questions for you. As you know, I ask questions being in contact and also been on radio and TV. Tell us some of the planets you went to. I think our audience would love to hear that. Tell us how far away you went on a planet, and when you went on a planet, you went on a spaceship, correct?
Yes. They take you on a TR3B. I don't know if you know what type of ship is that. It's a triangular military, or it could be a Nordic base type of ship. Also the egg shaped ships, they can take you on one of those. And
so
also,
what did the people look like that you were on the ship with, and were they telepathically communicating with you? Is that because most of the space people that come from very high frequency consciousness, they can talk, but they'd rather communicate telepathically. And that's what I do with my space family.
So they do telepathically talk to you. They talk to you telepathically, but I think it's a type of also technology that they developed, throughout the years of them being so advanced that using quantum entanglement and communication with the brain, everything is frequency. Everything moves. Everything that we see and feel is a vibration. So when they communicate with you, is a type of technology or method. I don't know if you know what's remote viewing or.
Oh yeah, remote viewing is there. I know people I've interviewed that I have 2 or 3 over the last 3 years that are remote viewers. That's what they do.
You have different techniques that we as humans we can develop. That has been ancient knowledge that has been lost. So they train you in the military, and they train you in the civilian sector, like the Monroe Institute. I don't know if you know that institute.
Oh yeah.
That they teach you different methods of how to develop these qualities in your brain, and train your brain by fasting, by using different techniques of breathing, by bringing this technique out to telepathically communicate with these beings.
Have you yourself, JP, done remote viewing?
I have had a type, like I can see the past, I can see certain things in the future, and I have it's like I can summon
Right.
UAPs, UFO, unidentified flying objects.
Okay, this is so for my audience of people. Can you explain? And we have a CE5 group. I call it the Ashtar Command CE5 group in New England. I've been doing this for over 12 plus years. We get together at an apple orchard here in New England, and also we go to the shoreline on the coast, and we use Dr. Stephen Greer's applications. But can you tell us, can you tell our audience how they could summon spaceships by space beings? Can you like kind of give us a guidance to technology, not technology, a guidance of we were all with you outside in the woods somewhere out in the field. How would you guide us to have summon UFOs? How would somebody do that?
Okay, there's different techniques. My good friend is Emery Smith. And we just did a webinar the other day, and we talked about med beds, and we talked about different techniques like that, how to communicate with extraterrestrials or interdimensional beings, because this is also a spiritual thing, you know. So
Yeah, it is.
The way you do it, the way you approach to it, I don't know if I have said this before, but I did do an update with Dr. Michael Sala.
Yeah.
The way you do it, you close your eyes, you breathe in deep, and then in your eyes, you got to move your pupil to the left, right? And then move your pupil to the bottom, and you got to move it in a way that you see a type of like triangular design of light, and you try to bring that into your eyes with your eyes closed, right?
Yeah.
So I'll send it to you. We can
Okay.
we can have connection after here, and
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that'd be great.
and I can share with you how to do this, a technique. So you close your eyes, and there's a symbol that you have to picture with your eyes closed, and that symbol sends a vibration to the universe, right? And then
Yeah.
depending who you want to contact too. So there's different beings, there's different types of extraterrestrials that you can communicate with, yes. And the governments around the world have that different techniques of how to communicate with these different beings.
So
But
has the government, from your experience, you were on the inside in the military, what have you? Does a government? I mean, obviously, there's been a cover up for over 70 years since I was a kid in the 60s. Does a government? Well, the government has had contact with both sides, the lower vibrational ETs that come here that they sanction to let them do. Since I was a kid, people, not everybody, but people would get abducted by these lower vibrational ETs. And then the space beings came back in the 60s with information to help us, live in harmony with the universe, but we didn't want to do that.
yes, this connection with extraterrestrials, it has been happening for thousands of years with humanity. Look what just happened underneath the pyramid. What they're finding now.
The bodies in stasis that are amazing, and those are space people that will eventually wake up when there's like they don't live in time, we do. So they chose to be in stasis for the time of coming for the awakening experience. When all the humans awake, they're going to awaken in those bodies that they're inside these these rooms beneath the pyramids. And now we mentioned the energy frequencies under the pyramids, which are really powerful. There's a lot of stuff going there, yeah.
So what's happening around the world right now, all these conflicts and all that, it's happening because disclosure is so close. We can smell it.
Right.
And we
So
have all
they want to
these
have
military
conflicts.
people coming out with these beautiful information, coming out with contact videos and all that. But we're gonna come a moment on time that this is gonna affect. So that's why it's happening really slow, Commander. Because
and the other thing is not only that, all these conflicts are are being created to keep people away from knowing the fact that we are going to have contact soon. Now, I know that it's only a very few people I listen to. Bashar from Dal Anka, Paul Anka is his brother, and Daryl is whatever it was. He was given the gift to have this contact he had with the Bashar. But I find that the Bashar information tends to be somewhat accurate, not all the time, but most of the time. I don't think he's telling. I think he misinterprets the information sometimes. But I mean, we all have access to that. If we get to that meditative state of consciousness, we can all have the same access.
Yeah, we can have all the same access, and also we all have something that moves us towards
Yeah,
disclosure with love,
yeah.
with the love frequency. That's what we need to admit to everybody, that love is everything. You know, do something good for
It's
somebody. Be nice.
it's the essence of who we are, right, JP? It's the
Yeah.
essence of who we should be.
And I totally feel that frequency with you. That's why I decided to. I was passing through TikTok because I don't use TikTok. I just opened this account,
Oh
and
wow.
and out of nowhere, I got thousands of followers and hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of followers all over the place. But I decided to do it, open it today, and I saw you talking about this. I'm like, whoa, TikTok is not only for kids.
That's what I used to think 3 years ago. My daughter, who's 27, she told me about TikTok. I was on Facebook. I have my Ashtar groups on Facebook. I know Dr. Sala uses Facebook too.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what? The fact there's the thing is the synchronicity, the timing of you coming on here and tuning in and finding me. It's no coincidence that you're supposed to be here.
I felt
It's
a
no
beautiful
coincidence.
energy, and I know it's so much to talk about, but I think we have to like really sit down and really talk, and then give a good interview or a webinar about the good things that are about to come in is coming to planet Earth, because I think
Yeah.
humanity needs to know about
Okay.
disclosure. Like you said before, disclosure is happening now with people like you, me, and around the world, moving closer to this love frequency in order to bring this information out. And I'm an ex-military guy, so I
Yeah.
got my DD 214. I got everything. I got proof. I got pictures, and it is what it
And
is.
did you, when you were in the military, and I had somebody, she was a beautiful person. She she was in the DOD and she had top security clearance, and then she got elevated into another area where she felt it wasn't safe for her to kind of communicate on TikTok, and she was on probably for maybe the first year. She found me and she was doing all this stuff. Do you have a did you have high security clearance or any kind of clearance in that area?
I can't really talk about it, but as you can know my story, I think
Yeah, I
yeah.
would say I can read your energy. You don't have to say it, but I would say yes, you had the ability to go where you wanted to go when you wanted to go, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
For the most part.
I was on a different level. You have different levels in the military. You
Yeah.
got people that have their regular jobs, and you have people that are chosen to do other types of missions.
Mhm. Now, when you went to other planets, this is a really interesting question. Um, Now, when you were going to other planets, were you in the military still, or was it after? You were in the military still. This is an interesting question. I'm going to ask it. There you go. Did the people in the DOD know that you were going to other planets?
Some of them did, yes. The high levels, the because I do get the green light to talk about my experiences. That's why
Oh, good.
um, all this happening, all this happened prior in the civilian sector, and then I joined the military, and then it kept happening. So
Oh,
it,
wow.
my story was really different of how everything occurred and all that. So
Tell us, I'm really I think the audience all over the world would love to know from your perspective, being with high security clearance, traveling to these planets. Give us an experience of when you went to the planet. Tell us what one of the planets looked like, how they lived on the planet. You probably got to see how people are in their own home world, I would gather, correct?
I stayed in our solar system. If I did went to another planet, I don't have recollection of it. but I stayed in the vicinity of our solar system, and through our solar system, there's different ETs that work with the
Yeah.
militaries around the world. And
Really? Now the
yeah,
ET, this is interesting. So there are different ET intelligences that work with the military. Are these ET intelligences low vibrational ETs, or are they different groups?
it's a mixture of interdimensional and biologics, and people that look like us that walk among us on planet Earth, and some
Right.
from our oceans.
And so I know that the Ashtar Command has nothing to do and will have nothing to do with Earth-based governments, no matter where they are, because they've seen that the governments of our planet have been somewhat deceitful, to say the least, deceitful to the people of this planet regarding what's going on. And since Eisenhower, since before when Eisenhower was alive, he met with both sides of it, and he chose to go with the other side, get the technology, maybe get different things from them, but I would think that most of the good space people would not really have a contact with our governments because they know what we've done in terms of like things in the past history over well, our current history has been a good way to look at it. We weren't around billions of years ago, but I would assume that there are other cultures and societies that were very advanced for billions of years ago from Earth that are living now in the oceans. They have space cities, and we have space cities in the oceans. We have all kinds of stuff going right on our planet, right beneath us that we don't even know about.
Oh yeah, we have in our Atlantic oceans, we have these arcs, right, that
Mm-hmm.
are dormant, and we bring these beautiful Navy ships that people don't know about, and these Navy ships they look like donuts, right, but
Yeah,
huge donuts, and they have this elevator that goes down into these arcs, and these arcs are ancient. They've been there for hundreds of thousands of years, and they're activating now. So we have these arcs all over the world, and
yeah,
maybe some of these wars are happening because of these beautiful arcs that are activating, and people are realizing that these arcs are also activating different ruins, like in Antarctica or around the
yeah.
world and around
It's
our solar system.
it's
So
amazing, isn't it?
it's
We're
amazing.
definitely JP now friends. I mean, that's without a question. And you came to the right place because I've been involved in the subject since I was a kid. Well, not when I was a kid, I had things happen, but I didn't, I was doing sports and soccer and all these other things growing up as a kid in high school. So that kind of diverted me, but I always had these experiences which I couldn't do anything about. They happened, nothing bad, all good. But yeah, it's just, there's a reason why we met. And it's amazing that, that you're here. Somebody was saying, how'd you get so many followers if you just got on TikTok? Did you have another TikTok before this? Is this first time really?
No, this is my first time. I have a
First time,
base
yeah.
on Instagram and
Yeah.
Facebook and X and all that, and I talk all over the world for thousands
Yeah,
of
no,
people, bringing my
yeah,
information.
I believe it too. But yeah, you're gonna have to come back on here and tell some more stories. I'm going away to see Ancient Aliens, the TV show up in upstate New York, and I'm planning to wave my hands. I've made a decision in the last few weeks since I'm going to be going up there, staying with some very cool people that are my cousins, and we're all going together.
And
And
you
so
said
my
this is
plan is
gonna be on YouTube?
the Ancient Aliens is going to be doing. They're doing tours and they're on stage talking about ancient aliens, and they throw a few snidbits into it. And what I'm going to do is try to gently bust the matrix when I'm there. And I might go. I'm not sure yet. I'm still debating whether I'm going to go live on TikTok when I do this. If I do, it'll probably go viral. I'm gonna say I'm the host of Encounters. I think you guys have a great show on the History Channel. But did you know that we're going to have contact in 2026? And I'm going to say it that way. And that's it. Thank you for letting me ask you the question. I'll sit down.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I
Um,
might broadcast it, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided yet. But if the commander does decide to broadcast it, everybody around the world will see me waving my hand and talking loud.
wow. I wish you well to do that because we need people like that to bring the truth and bring the light frequency to everybody that is around them when they go to these
Right.
beautiful
And what better crowd too? There's probably going to be hundreds of people in this theater that is. I've never been to it, but this theater. They have, I guess, a lot of things go there on, and just to be able to do that, I'm pretty sure I won't get kicked out because my energy is not that kind of a way to kick them out. I just say I love your show. I know you're not taking questions, but I'm with the media. I'm with Encounters on TikTok, and I'm going to go into my whole thing and then say thank you for listening.
That's gonna be a beautiful experience to connect with these
Yeah.
people that are around you. And what we need to do
Yeah.
is bring the truth and bring.
I told my audience here the last few weeks I was debating what to do, and now I've finally decided I don't care. I'm going to have to do this. And I'm going to ask them a question, which is, with all the years of them doing Ancient Aliens, I can't believe they don't have some knowledge of what's going on, with the spaceships.
The thing is, disclosure can happen, but because there's still negative people around the world, the technologies that might come out, people can use it for harm. Look what happened to atomic bomb, So
Yeah.
if these technologies and these contacts happen, they need to do it in a drop kind of way, because it can affect religion, it can affect the people around you, your loved ones. Because disclosure, when it happens, your jaw is gonna drop. People are gonna be amazed when they see these massive ships showing up and they don't know what to do. So little by little, in movies, TV shows, they're trying to do the drip drop type of disclosure. But what they don't understand, that it can happen in an instant. It can happen tomorrow.
Right.
And
it can happen. We have no control of that contact. I'm going to let you know on something, and only the new people that are here. I'm part of a group of 5. My friend April is in northern Vermont near the Canadian border. I interviewed her 3 years ago when I came on here and started the show. And she sees fairies all the time. The fairies are real. She has them on her property. They have names. And she also, when I interviewed her, I told her about the Ashtar Command and found out that not just does she have fairies going on in her remote area, but also the space people. Her father, her space father, came to see her mother. She has, family on the ship. So we have a group of 5 that are going to be going off planet sometime, I think, in 2026. It could be sooner. Like, we have no control over that. But I'll be coming on the ship, and there's a broadcast center on the spaceship. This is a huge ship of the Ashtar people. Hey, I like that. That's pretty cool. So the Ashtar people, and I have a mother, a father, and 2 sisters and a brother on the spaceship. So when I go on the ship, I'll be wearing a spacesuit because the oxygen is so pure, you have to wear a suit. Then I'm going to sit down in front of a control board with 4 Ashtar people that are taller than me behind me. And what we're going to do is broadcast to the world. When it happens, we're going to take over every broadcast transmitter around the planet. I don't know how long they're going to be doing that, for a few minutes or whatever, but I'll be there for it.
That would be amazing.
And we're looking at the end of the year. So they'll basically come through a rift in our rooms, the 5 of us, and they'll take us right off the planet.
That's going to be an amazing experience, Commander.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
And that's going to happen. That's going to happen all over the place. And people need to be ready with these different types of contacts, because they're going to be showing up in your backyard, and some people are not going to know what's going to happen and what they're going to do. And these beings are going to connect with you, and they're going to admit love and care and prosperity to us, and teach us more things that we're supposed to know, So it's going to be an amazing ride. It's going to be an amazing ride. Disclosure.
And we're going to have you back on, JP. Maybe if you're on Sunday night, we're going to go back on live. We're taking time off because of the thing with the Ancient Aliens, but and other just cousins and relatives. So, but if you come on Sunday, I'd like to tell you more. I'd like to ask you. I can't tell you a story. Well, I could do that too, but I'd love to ask you some more questions.
Yeah, for sure. Look me up on YouTube. And jp.missions on Instagram, and I have a big following. And this closure is around the corner.
You know,
And
but
we're ready
I'm
for
going
this.
back to the planets again because you traveled off planet in these spaceships. What did some of the physical environments look like versus Earth, where we have shopping malls or skyscrapers or some crazy thing? What stood out for you on any one of these planets that you went to?
Well, when I went into these places, when I went around our solar system, some people think when you're on a spaceship, you sit down like Star Trek and all that, but you don't.
Right.
You do float around, and some of these ships, they do have an interior type of gravitational pull, but it's only in one secure area just to do a type of exercise for your muscles. You won't lose bone density
Yeah.
or muscle and all that. But I have visited Ganymede. I went there with a mission to bring some stuff to this moon in Jupiter, and it was a beautiful experience because it's a type of moon that has a lot of different bases of different types of extraterrestrials. And we went in an armada of type of ships that
Yeah.
look futuristic, but also look like submarine-ish type of technology. But
Hmm.
we do have advanced technology, and these advanced technology they're going to come out soon. And I think,
Yeah. So who controls that? Are the space people that are the good space people? Um, they might be not connected with the Astro Command. Are they telling the governments of the world either get it together or we're going to do it?
well, in a way, they're like yeah, you better get it together, or we're gonna pull out, or you guys are gonna stay a couple thousand more years in silence from
Yeah,
not
that we don't
connecting.
want to see that happen.
Yeah, we don't want to see that happen. So,
No more
we,
1,000 years of waiting for contact to happen. I don't think we want to do that at all. And
yeah,
please tap everybody. We're at 80.2. We want to get to 100,000. We're just if everyone taps the screen, all 300 plus of you, you can make that happen.
yeah, it's gonna
Um,
be uh So, with these different moons and different planets have different types of gravity. Uh, gravity. When you get close to the vicinity of Jupiter, you feel the heart of Jupiter, the vibration. Your heart changes. The
yeah,
beat changes from the Earth
wow.
frequency to the Jupiter frequency.
Yeah.
So everything in your body, like type of changes with the frequency of each planet that you visit. Mars has a different frequency. Saturn has a different frequency. It's amazing. It's so much, Commander. I got all the books that talk about my experiences, and it's something that I think people they're gonna realize that there has been civilian people and
Are
military
those are those
personnel.
books available to the public? I mean,
Yeah. These books are available on Amazon. You can look them up.
okay,
U.S.
cool.
Army Insider Missions 1, 2,
Yeah.
and 3. Uh,
Wow. 3 books. It
and
must
I
have taken
talk
you.
about
How long did it take you to write all those books? When you wrote
well,
the books?
Dr. Sala, he's an exopolitics. He's a doctor,
Yeah.
and he has. I called him. So when I went to Brazil, this is how everything started. I was a civilian, right? And I went to Brazil, and I went to this state called Goiânia, and I went
Goiânia.
Goiânia. So I went into a farm there, and in the farm, there's no light pollution. You can see the constellation. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. It's clear as a bell. Yeah.
So I went to sleep in the farm in the middle of the night, and then in the distance, I see a light in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock in
Oh
the
my
morning.
gosh. 3 in the morning.
Then I opened the door. Everybody was sleeping. I was without shoes, and I started walking towards the field, towards this light. And when I get close to this beautiful, beautiful ship, it was the size of two minivans.
Oh
I get
wow.
close to it, and when I touched this beautiful ship, I felt a vibration. All my hairs went up, and I felt a metallic mouth, like my mouth went metallic. I
Yeah.
closed my eyes, I opened my eyes, and I was back in the farm
Oh
with
wow.
my feet dirty. So,
Do you think you had missing time?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So when you have missing time, as I think you do know, that's always not a good experience to have missing time.
No. It's not a good experience, but I think I got a picture here to show you. My first contact.
Someone's asking me if you were dreaming when you were out in the field. You weren't dreaming, correct? That was your first contact?
That's one of my first contacts.
Now, show us that picture again. Is that picture a created picture to get people to understand that you were contacted? That wasn't the real contact, that was a picture based on the story, correct?
This was my first contact right here.
Oh, wow. And what year did that happen?
This happened in 2008.
2008. Wow. That's crazy.
So when this contact happened, right, I went back to it was a Nordic being, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
I went back to the States, and then I started getting interrogated by the military.
Really?
They took me into the base, and I was not in the military.
Yeah.
Interrogating me about the experience, the experience that happened in Brazil. And I was like, leave me alone while you're interrogating me.
While you're interrogating me, right?
Yeah, like, what information you want? And I started getting visited by different types of orbs. And I got videos, too.
You got videos?
These are just pictures for the books.
Oh, wow.
These orbs getting close to me. Then
oh, wow.
I started getting contact by that one ship that I showed you. This is more pictures, and I got videos too.
Now the picture, someone's asking about the egg-shaped craft. Was that an actual photo or a what's the word for it? Creation to give
art.
people.
That was an art photo. I'm trying to find it again. Let me see. It's just I have so much right here. Okay.
That's the one. So this is the thing that intrigues me. Is that a photo like to give you an idea about what they look like, or is that the actual photo?
No, that's not an actual photo. That's illustration.
Illustration. That's the word I was saying. So you're giving an illustration of what occurred.
Yeah, and this experience happened way before the military started bringing these informations about these egg ships around. So
wow.
this matches this egg-shaped ship matches what the military was bringing out, the information.
Oh, wow.
So this book came out first, and all this information come out with these egg-shaped ships.
Oh, wow.
So this guy, his name is Loven. He used to pick me up, and he used to take me to these domes, right, with ancient plants that are extinct.
Yeah.
And they have fruits that you never seen before, different types of insects.
Oh, wow.
And now that company is reviving these wolves. So it's something that's happening now that it's amazing.
I hope they don't revive the not the dinosaurs. What's the other one? The T-Rex.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Let's hope they don't go that direction. I said, I think it can be really dangerous to do that kind of stuff, but
a photo of a TR3B.
Yep, I've seen TR3Bs, yeah, in Connecticut too.
Those are real pictures. Real pictures of UAPs, UFOs.
Oh, wow, yeah.
This is all in a book, and I talk about the experiences and all that. You can go on Amazon and buy it from Exopolitics. Oh, this one's amazing. You can see the two beings. This one went viral.
Yeah. Same thing happened on, let's see here. So you can see the light on the other side of the photo and see that object in the picture.
You see it?
Yeah, I can see that right now. Yep.
So that's a real picture right there. And you can see the corridor of these two beings interacting. And they were communicating with me telepathically.
And you can see the opening where the two beings are. There's like an opening, like a glass window or something,
Yeah.
right there.
So it really looked like this. That's why I could see. But this is the picture.
Yeah, that looks like a disc.
Yeah, that's a disc.
A disc-shaped spaceship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, JP, we'll have to have you back on again because it is almost 1 on the East Coast.
Yeah.
We need to get to 100,000. We're at 98.8 people. Please follow me. Go to my profile, follow me. My YouTube channel link is on here as well. Please follow. We're at 98.9. Let's get to 100,000. We have a great audience here. They always make it happen. We appreciate it. And JP, we appreciate you, man, getting on TikTok, finding me on Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show, and we'll have you back on again, I'm sure.
Akuria mate. That means
All right.
heaven to earth.
Hey, JP. All right, peace. Let me just bring this down. And JP,
Yeah.
let's see here. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. So we're going to get, we're going to be back here maybe Saturday night, but more Sunday night. We'll be back from New York State. We'll be going, so you're going to, we won't be here. We're going to do the thing. Potentially, I'm going to try to sneak my camera to go live at the theater. And so and if I do that, it's going to be for only a few minutes, and then we'll record it. So it was a very cool story, JP. And we're going to have JP back. He's written, Dr. Sala, who I know personally from interviewing on radio, had, I'd interviewed him many years ago. So Dr. Sala knows about contact. He's really pretty amazing. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And they're out in the country, so I'm going to see if we can all go. I'm going to kind of do a meditation thing over there and see if we have any Ashtar spaceships show up in the mountains where they are. Thank you, Palladium, everybody. I love you all. I'm going to drive safely, and if we need to stop, we'll stop and get something to eat on our planet Earth. And I just love you all. You just all have a beautiful night, and we'll catch you when we get back. Take care, everybody. Peace.